This is Hendrik Taladar with the May Nullsec Recap. As the Halloween War ended, the Galactic Southeast started to see several changes, although not in the traditional warfare sense. Hero Coalition continued to grind its way into taking systems in the Catch region, while various Nullsec entities opted to harass and attack members of Pravi Bloc, though few opted to try and take systems. The first notable event took place roughly halfway into the month when Black Legion, Pandemic Legion, and N3 Coalition planted a trap for the Clusterfuck Coalition. Black Legion were able to bait out CFC supercapital ships into the low-sec region of Daris. During this moment, CFC claimed to have contacted Pandemic Legion's Grath Telkin to assist in the attack. In actuality, Pandemic Legion's Manfred Sidious had already agreed for the Alliance to assist Black Legion with the attack roughly 1 week prior, making PL's presence on the field initially a sign of friendly support for the CFC forces. Not long after PL arrived, along with N3 members and a host of other groups joining the fight, the CFC realized that they had made a critical mistake in assuming PL were friendlies and attempted to retreat. In total, the CFC lost several supercarriers and other support ships to the combined Black Legion, Pandemic Legion, and N3 fleet. However, per the Botlord agreement signed earlier in the year, this fight did not violate any of the provisions. Not long after, the Northern Coalition Alliance update stated that they would be deploying to Catch with the intent to not shoot brave newbies and their allies, the Hero Coalition, as they attempted to take systems. However, non-system taking operations were free to be attacked, allowing for some lighthearted warfare. NC. Leadership also instructed that its members could travel to the Aquarius region to attack Solar Fleet, members of the Russian Coalition, but that they were not allowed to attack assets such as Sovereignty blockade units and similar structures without prior permission. Later into the month, Pandemic Legion and the N3 Coalition announced that due to a lack of warfare and a mutual interest in keeping both organizations' members happy with lighter PvP than outright warfare, they would be resetting each other on friendly terms. This is mostly so that both sides could have multiple targets to shoot at and create more situations of potential three-way fights. In his Alliance update, Goonswarm Federation CEO The Matani stated that he feels the next stretch of Nullsec warring would be done not with head-to-head conflicts, but through a Cold War-esque situation. Much like the real Cold War, the EVE Cold War is focused on the production of powerful weapons, namely capitals and supercapitals. In addition to this, it was announced that the recent disbanding of Gentleman's Agreement and the more recently announced dissolving of Li3 Federation, both members of the CFC, would help create a new entity within the coalition called the Bastion. This group, according to the update, would be a transfer of alliance of sorts for CFC's internal politics in which corporations were in need of a new alliance while sorting out their own situations. This was due to a trend in which corporations were noticed to have moved around various CFC member alliances, but never leaving the coalition itself. As the month came to a close, many of Nullsec's membership found themselves in and around the Providence region, attacking and harassing not only each other, but the members of Pravi Bloc. The focus of the Providence region can best be described as an area of Nullsec that is not a primary focus for conquering by many of the Nullsec entities. Instead, it has become a feeding ground of sorts for the more lighthearted PvP enthusiasts who aim their weapons at their residents in a less conquering fashion. This in turn has made many of Nullsec's voices state that the customary summer war is likely not to take place, given partially the length of the Halloween War and the beginnings of what many feel is a Cold War between the CFC and the N3 and PL forces. With the formal ending of the Halloween War, one of the longer spanning wars in recent Nullsec history, Nullsec seems poised to contently lick the wound and regather its strength. When the next major war will take place is unknown, but for now, the focus on the lesser fighting appears to be in Providence, while Hero focuses its efforts on taking Catch in the wake of the Halloween War. For more EVE Online news, visit thematani.com.